Hello, 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 hello. How you doing? How is your day? And it's a Friday, the 18th, March 2022. Yeah, today's read is just a little bit similar to what we did yesterday, and I felt like I should give it a continuum, you know. There's a lot of poems in here, so it depends on what really tickles your fancy. Right, okay, the poem is on page 53, page 53, and it's titled 42 Days. So if you remember yesterday, what I talked about was COVID quagmire. That was the topic yesterday's discussion was about. Remember, this is a conversation. So I'm not like guided by anything. It's just a conversation you would have similar to anything about, you sit back and see things. So I read for you guys, and we carry on from where we do the same old thing, the same thing. So there's nothing out of the blue, probably. It's not something So let's read. Stay home, you lazy, miserable beggars, expecting handouts from the dysfunctional regime. Do not travel and spread the virus. Sounds familiar, isn't it? Wasn't that the quarantine, the lockdown? But remember, the context we are in right now is Uganda. What was happening on the ground? So if you are from outside looking in, what were you seeing or reading in, or being objective gives you that mandate to kind of make a critical judgment of something. So if we continue, stay home, you non-essential people, not important enough to hold stickers permitting essential travel. So what we had or read about, this sounds more like a policy measure that was set up to help facilitate, regulate, and control the movement of people to and fro, either from work or just going about with their errands. So there was a bit, during a lockdown, there would be set measures in place, So how do you set that up? By issuing permits and regulating which areas people should travel. So I'll come back to that in a moment. Let's carry on. I'm going to read the last stanza. What happens to the homeless and neglected street children? Should they too stay at home? We are living in unusual times, you say, but you don't provide any solutions apart from saying stay home for 42 days. This 42 days, I think it was, what I know is quarantine measures usually are 21 days. Quarantine measures. That's from my knowledge of what I haven't really had a chance to find out more about how quarantines work, but I would say 21 days. So if it is 42 days, let's go back to the top. So 42 days, page 52. Quarantine. So in any case, it was a double sword. So if you were being hit once, were you asking to be hit twice? Come on, turn your cheek around. It's not talking about, it's not called ethics or whatever. So 42 days, doubles. What I would expect the normal quarantine And there's a very good reference to the other people who are left out. So you're talking of the impact. It would be what you call an impact statement. That if you're looking at one side being catered for to spread the virus, so non-essential travel, non-essential people, not important enough to hold stickers. So if you hold stickers to travel, I would assume these ones were on the car. So these are car owners, probably well-to-do people, and people who could afford that luxury to be mobile, to be, you know, this comes with affluence. Affluence is about navigating a system for your own advantage and benefit. So we continue. So on the other side of the coin, Victor comes in and says there were also situations of people who are homeless. How are they being handled? How are they being dealt with and addressed at the same time? So that's a conflict. Are we together? I'm gonna say hi to my friends here. They are coming. Apologies. I can't. Let me take these glasses off. Then I say hi to them. And they're growing up. This is now 2 years now. They're getting. Hello. It's Mr. Patrick again.
Why are you not dancing, Patrick?
Today I've just done a long run, miss.
Have you?
So I'm pretty much putting myself together for the weekend.
We'll let you off. We'll let you off that one.
All right then. Have a nice weekend, my friends. Bye. So you know how that I dance? All right. There's a mood in there. They always see me here dancing. So, what are we working? What are we working with? So we're gonna have the last bit of the conversation and pretty much get things going. So I'll keep this brief, so that. But if you're reading the book now, you are familiar with what is going on and how things are done. So, sorry, I'm looking for water. How much? You're right. Hi. All right. Hi. Thank you. So, I would call that a break in between. So let's go back to our page 53, guys. I want to give you the conversation. Stay home, you lazy, miserable beggars. So, you beg to survive. You beg because you have to sustain maybe your life and your livelihood. That means you don't have the capacity to be independent. So in terms of what was happening at the time during the COVID-19 and the lockdown, were people able to sustain their well-being? Ask yourself that question as the conversation continues. So, do not travel and spread the virus. That means only people holding stickers were allowed in essential travel. Probably on government duty, probably on official duty, and but you know, if you look back, was this system held to account? Was, you know, having something to be done also points it towards accountability. So, was it abused? I'll leave that with you. So, but the last stanza raises a conundrum. what happens to the homeless and the neglected street children? So is this a symptom of something wrong within the city, within the... I'm assuming this is around the cities, probably Kampala, maybe Jinja. Usually the cities would have the other side of... that's why he uses the statement, we are living in unusual times, you say, but you don't provide any solutions apart from saying stay home for 42 days. This would be the president talking. I'm 100% sure. Because usually what was happening was there was these presidential press releases and statements. So that would really be like enforcing what would be the measures to be adhered to. Remember yesterday I talked about the thing that it was all up to the leaders to the conversation continues. So, you see, because we are not narrowing our conversation to just one thing. If you want to see it in the political arena, that's entirely your line of thought. If you want to see it from the economic arena or from the social arena, then it widens the discussion, which limits my conversation. So I'm only just mixing up everything, and then we carry on. So we continue from here next week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday and Friday. Those who have bought the book and are following this series, you're having the best of both worlds. Ringside, straight up punchlines from Kegus, and I'm honored to do this, and I'll keep you guys abreast on everything that is coming. Next week we are full steam ahead into really very critical issues. You're going to do the Pandagari poem, and that one you'll have a ringside. I love you.